Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. It's a good day for me, blah de blah, yakety smackety, all that jazz. Um, what did I wear today? I went with Lattafa, uh, Qasaed El Sultan. I can't pronounce that. I love this bottle actually. The more I look at it, the more I like it. That kind of paint on the back here. This like almost an old timey, uh, I don't know, city of some sorts or like turn of the century kind of thing. It's really nice. And the bottle's nice. The cap is nice. Uh, Plastic is old hell, but nice. The atomizer's good. I'm going to spray it here. You know, typical Lattafa atomizer. Ooh, you get hairspray off the top, though. Ooh. Ooh. It smells pretty cheap for like 2 or 3 minutes, though. Like perfumer's alcohol hardcore. Yeah, still. Anyway, let's get into it. I had a hard time finding uh, information on this one. Not that I generally look anyway, but I was just curious because I could not figure out for the life of me what this was supposed to be a clone of. I heard it was supposed to be a clone of uh, Dolce Gabbana, the 1 EDT. We'll get into it. So what do you get when you first spray this on now that that alcohol is kind of, other than that blast of perfumer's alcohol? You pick up a sweetness, almost a fruity sweetness, um, a nice citrus and amber, and it almost sparkles. That, you know, like very effervescent. It comes right off the skin, sparkling, nice. The citrus and amber and the fruity sweetness. It's with a little bit of a musk to it. The whole scent has a tiny bit of a smooth musk throughout it, I find. Um, uh, that dissipates pretty quickly, though. About 20 minutes into it, that effervescent, sparkling, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some ginger in here, kind of goes away. You're left with still that fruity sweetness, um, and this almost slight boozy aspect comes up. A very light booze, almost like a wine, but very light. Everything's really light in the scent again. Um, so don't think anything is overpowering. This is not an overpowering scent by any terms. Uh, but the slight boozy sweetness, very slight. Um, a bit of a floral honey kind of sweetness. Again, but the sweetness is really indiscernible. It's just sweet. A light sweetness throughout. But it's kind of got a bit of an herbal honey vibe or floral honey vibe. Um, but you definitely pick up on a lot of cinnamon spice, a lot of cinnamon, hint of nutmeg, maybe a bit of cardamom. I'm not sure. Um, and there's so much cinnamon in this to my nose that the cinnamon gives you almost a cooling effect, almost like a menthol without smelling like menthol. It smells like cinnamon, but you know, sometimes cinnamon gives you almost a cooling mint menthol kind of vibe. That's kind of what I get from the cinnamon. Very overpowering in the mid for the first, like I said, after that initial blast of 20-30 minutes dries down, that cinnamon comes out and it's pretty overpowering for about another half hour. Almost unpleasant. Um, you get a sore throat, you could spray this on and smell it a half hour later and clear up your throat. I mean, your nostrils. It's very, like I said, gives it that cinnamon is giving it almost a menthol cooling effect, but it again it lasts about a half hour. Then it smooths itself out, and you get the nice cinnamon spice. Um, there's a hint of oud coming out in the mid, a very tiny hint of oud. This is not an oud scent by any stretch of the word. Um, and then it just kind of dries down into a nice, slightly vanillic sandalwood kind of scent. Yeah, that's it. Now, like I said, people compare it to Dolce Gabbana, the 1 mostly, and a few people, including somebody on here, mentioned on it that they get a Y vibe from it. I get both of them. The Y vibe with that fruity sweetness off the top and that kind of effervescence. Uh, and I definitely pick up a bit of the one EDT uh, in the mid with that slight booze and sweetness, and but the cinnamon is just way too heavy to be a one. It's not a dupe of either one of them. I don't believe. If it is, they didn't hit it right as far as I'm concerned. It's not even a twist. I don't know what it's a dupe of. If it's a dupe, Lattafa does do their own creations from time to time. Is it inspired by? Perhaps. But if I was to pick one cologne that it smells the most similar to, and this is not that close. It's not a clone. It's just it would be the one. Once that cinnamon kind of once the fruitiness goes away at first, and that cinnamon is gone right after that. Like I said, there's a slight boozy, really good cinnamon spice vibe with a little bit of oud and woods. So I could see it. Some people saying it smells like the one. Um, but it's not a dupe. It's like saying Ferragamo F Black because of that sweet, spicy cardamom smells like YSL Lanowita Alone. While there's some similarities, they're not dupes at all. They're not copies of each other at all. Same as this. I could see you saying, because it falls into that category of the one, absolutely for me. That date night, soft projecting, not very loud, not very long performing kind of scent, like the one. Whereas YSL is, on me anyway, all of them are just beast modes and mostly just sweet apple and musk. Where this has that musk. Like I said, there's similarities to both of them, but if I had to pick one, I wouldn't say it's Y, other than the first half hour where it's a sweet kind of appley fruit. Um, I don't find any similarities to Y. More similarities to the one EDP or EDT. But then again, that like I said, I'm trying to reiterate this, pound it through. It's not a dupe of either one of them. It's either a dupe of something else or a Lattafa's own kind of creation. And yeah, it's nice though. I'm not trashing. I really like it. Like I said, it's got a couple aspects that I don't like. The cinnamon's too strong. But like I said, only for 20 minutes, half hour. Then it mellows out. It's a nice cinnamon spice with nutmeg and cardamom, maybe even a tiny hint of clove. And it's a sweet, smooth, spicy, woody scent. Um, yeah, performance not the greatest at all. This is the worst Lattafa performing Lattafa I've ever had. I get about 4 hours, but realistically, after about 3, you can reapply. Projection, again, with that popping off that first 20 minutes, half hour, it's pretty good, about an hour, arm's length out there, but then it comes in really quick, and you get a soft bubble for about an hour and a half, just about 6-7 inches away, and then it's a skin scent, detectable, it's still a skin scent for about an hour, and then it's gone. Um, but the type of scent it is, like I said, it's a type of date night kind of scent to my nose. So that I'm not gonna trash it on that because most of the day, a lot of meat alone, the one, they all kind of just go about 4 hours. So and don't project a whole lot. So it's well within acceptable terms for the kind of where you slot it in the fragrance world. So yeah, like I said, it does have a bit of a Middle Eastern flair because there's a tiny hint of oud, but it's most of that cinnamon spice giving into it and that a bit of that floral honey. It's but it's very nice, very nice. I would try it if you can. I mean, it was $20, I think. You could just buy it, $25. It's not a lot of money. If you don't like it, you can pretty much sell it for what you bought it for, right? So yeah, just give it a try, guys. You might like it, you might hate it. And to the people who say it smells like Y, I'm not saying you're wrong. That's the thing. Um, on your skin, your nose, you might be picking up a lot more on things that I'm not. That's just the way cologne goes, fragrance goes. To people who say it smells exactly like the one or real close, again, I'm not saying you're wrong. It's the way it smells to me. Fragrance is subjective. Always has been, always will be. It's like when everybody says their dog is the best dog. Well, everybody's right because their dog is the best dog for them. So it's kind of like when you say this smells like Y. I can't disagree with you. To me, it doesn't. But hey, you're keying in on that. You're smelling that. Boom, awesome. Same as the one. If you're keying in on something that makes you think of the one, boom, awesome. I get a little bit of both, mostly the one if I had to pick one, like I said. But so at the end of the day, I got no compliments, except for my mother. I had to take my mother to her dentist appointment today, and when she got in the car, she was like, "Oh, you smell clean." Okay, but that would be the cinnamon spice, giving it that kind of room clean type feel, I guess, is what she probably meant. I mean, I don't know. I can't get in my mother's head, for God's sakes. That'd be scary. So yeah. So no compliments except for that. And so what's it smell like at the end of the day? It's a soft scent in general. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's sweet, it's woody. All soft though, except for that fruit blast at the beginning, ginger fruit, whatever, with some amber. So yeah, that's it, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.